TriMaster going right now, balls to the wall, right into this this high yield expansion. He's going to be landing it down, crushing those Marines with that command center. And it looks like the tank and the Marines will be moving forward. And, dude, the high yield's his, uncontested.
Yeah, it seems that TriMaster is a scholar in the current economic trends, and he realizes that due to fiat currency, paper money is doomed with inflation, so he's going after the gold standard.
Right. Which makes sense. Now it looks like these mules will be out, will be bringing that in, and oh man, these mutas now seeing the fact that this gold is down and being transformed into that planetary fortress. I gotta say, you know, Ryze, he is aware of everything going down. He knows he needs to do something because that income is skyrocketing here for TriMaster, as it looks like TriMaster is going to build down turrets. These turrets causing a little bit of inefficient mining to go down. He needs to move that tank out as well, as the tank is causing some problems. There is going to be a drone laying down a fourth base. You know, Complexity's Ryze knows he needs to make something happen, so he is going to be expanding again, man, trying to get a more effective and efficient economy as well as a higher production rate. Now, we do see these queens out on each of these hatcheries laying down a very nice injects, very nice macro going down from Ryze as he continues up on this tier 2 path. Now, he does have the level 1 flyer attack upgrade underway as well as level 1 melee attack going down, so he's continuing with the same old thing, you know, he's continuing with the Zergling Baneling as TriMaster seems to be continuing with his same old play with the Marine tank. I mean, it may not be the same build as he did in the last one, but, you know, this build seems to be working out for him so well so far.
Yeah, I think this game, he's gearing up to take that gold, so he'll have a very steady mineral income, and he's got a lot of reactors on all of his barracks, so he will be pumping out the Marines. We should be seeing an endless supply of Marines by him, although he is supply blocked right now, both players being supply blocked. But either way, they're geared up to make more overlords and supply depots, in which case they will not be supply blocked, and they will pump out units, and it's looking pretty good. The Muta's flying around the map. I think they're going to want to start doing some harassment. They could poke in here and take out single turrets. I'd like to see a little bit of that. And it looks like they are going to go in. They target down the turret. The turret will go down quickly, and he's going to target down this reactors, slowing down this Marine production, which is good. Marines are coming in from the natural. Mutas are engaging the Marines. Wow. They will retreat, and rightly so, and they will go home, but it's nice to see that he is putting on the pressure. It's best to keep the Terran at home and afraid like he did last game. Unfortunately, this game he has a secure gold, and it's probably a matter of time before he moves on and takes on his other expansion, but meanwhile, Ryze is has a nice coverage of the field, and I do see a main push coming out up the middle. We got some tanks, medevacs, and Marines, and it looks like they will be trying to find where their target is with all the scans, but meanwhile a huge Zergling flank going in, properly so, knowing that he's moved out, and that's some really good intelligent play there by Ryze. What do you think, Duff?
I think so too, but TriMaster right now did do a double doom drop of Marines in that main base here. He is inside of Ryze's base now, causing havoc, destroying lots of drones here. Baneling's rolling in, and oh my god, the most amazing pickup you'd ever see in your lifetime as the Banelings do go in. They are bombing themselves with these little bit of loose Marines. The Mutas will fly right overhead and now start to take down the rest of these Marines. Excuse me. Great play there by TriMaster, doing that drop and doing it well, man. He took out quite a bit of dronage. Now, they are on about even drone counts, as it looks like 24 drones have been destroyed here so far in this game from on Ryze's side, and it looks like a total of about 21 have been taken out on TriMaster's force. Now, it looks like these mutas will go ahead and move forward. The Banelings are trying to morph here, as it looks like there is aggression right outside the natural, and these Marines now moving forward. They see all the Banelings, they're like, oh god, we gotta get the hell out of here.
Yeah, that's right, Dust. You don't want to mess with Banelings if you're a Marine. You have, like, nightmares of Banelings if you're a Marine. Just like the Mutas don't want to mess with the Marines. They were charging in, but then moving out, and it is a nice macro game going on right now. Each player on about to be on 4 bases. As you can see, TriMaster taking his 4th right now, and he's going to be moving in with this push again up the middle. The Mutas will be seeing the push, and he will be preparing. Zerglings going toward the forces, but a scan going down. He's going to be doing the cat and mouse, trying to pick his time, figuring out when to engage. He is sieged right now, but I'm sure at this point Ryze does not want to just let those units sit there and kill his creep, you know? They're singing that song by the Lonely Island Boys. They're like, I'm on your creep, but Ryze is just waiting for that second. He's going to move in with those mutas. Oh, here comes the Zerglings. Here comes the Banelings, taking out lots of Marines with siege tanks, taking out all the Banelings. Mutas attacking. We've got a back and forth encounter. Pandemonium!
Absolute pandemonium, man, as we do see Ryze now trying to defend his grounds, his stomping grounds, as it were. It looks like these mutas will be poking right overhead. They will see those Marines. The Marines do move forward. The Banelings now moving right into position because those tanks had some time to siege up. They will be moving right past the tanks, and it looks like they will not all be taken out yet. There are 4 Banelings now morphing, or now chasing down those Marines as the tanks get cleaned up from the mutas. Fantastic play by Ryze, using the Banelings to scare off the Marines and using the mutas to clean up the rest of the tanks. Fan-freaking-tastic here. Bazooka Benji, the action is continuing to heat up as we see these Zerglings now moving forward. They're going to go ahead and get loaded up into these medvac dropships, and the Marines now dropping down in loose positioning all over the place. And, you know, this is some great play to keep the Marines alive and away and do the maximum amount of damage. Did you see that play? He had some on the high ground, some on the low ground, and yes, he lost a lot, but he took out a lot of Zerglings as well. It wasn't an all-out defeat anyway, as we do see these mutas now pushing right overhead. They're going to go right into this 3rd base location. TriMaster, actually his 4th base, going to be losing all of his mules. Now the mutas go ahead and leave the base as the stim up of Marines does move forward. The Thor hanging out as well, and you know what, man? I gotta say, Ryze, you know, he's giving it his all. He's doing a great job right now, but he's got to make sure to watch out. He can't lose his mutas to these Thors. He can't, you know, over-aggress. He cannot overdo himself right now. He needs to make sure to keep on hammering down the forces and just hammering down everything from TriMasters. Now, let's take a look at the upgrade path, as we do see the Zergling sitting on +2 attack upgrade for the melee, +1 carapace, +2 carapace is underway for the ground units. We do have the high tech underway as well, and looking at it now, TriMaster doing, oh my god, the biggest drop ever with 5 medvacs loaded up with a lot of Marines and tanks going to be dropping down right in the back of this newly morphing expansion from Ryze, and they do that cascade drop pattern as it looks like the hive tech is underway, and level 3 attack just got finished. Level 3 armor as well. This bio is freaking upgraded to hell, man, and they're going to take out anything in their path.
Except for all these Zerglings and Banelings that are coming in like a motherfucking Kerrigan rush. Like, time of the month for Kerrigan is what it looks like. Blowing up everywhere, blood and weird green pussy stuff, and then it looks like the mutas will be moving out. They know they want to do some damage, but they just can't do anything versus all those turrets, and I'm loving what Ryze is doing here. He's keeping teching. I see an Ultralist cabin going down right now, and he was going to finish off that 4th base for TriMaster, but it just, you know, the push came and he knew he wanted to come back, so it's a really good job of TriMaster having a push ready every time his previous push fails. That seems to be what the tempo of the game is these days. This time we see Thors moving up. We got more tanks, more Marines, more medevacs, but once again, Ryze is ready. He's got a ton of units. Hopefully he can pick this off. It really just comes down to the micro. Meanwhile, these mutas just kind of flying around doing nothing, getting stoned or something, I don't know. But we're going to have these overlords in the front. They're going to be moving forward and scouting this area out. A few lings going down. I don't know, man. A ton of Banelings morphing in right here. Many. And hopefully we'll see some tech soon. I do see the big fat Ultralist coming in. They're gonna come through with their incisors and hopefully like rip everything apart and crunch it like a dang car recycler.
Absolutely, man, and we do see Ryze now with these analogies aside, pushing in with these Banelings and getting ready for anything but, oh good God, a drop of elevator play with tanks on the high ground, Marines on the high ground as well, to fight off against these mutas on very low health. The Banelings now trying to aggress against the Marines. They will do so, and it looks like these tanks and medvacs will be cleaned up. It looks like the Ultralists are out. These Ultras now moving forward. They will be taking some heavy volleys from TriMaster's tanks. The Zerglings now rolling in here. The Ultras taking the damage. Oh my God, 8 Banelings used on 1 tank, and good God, that That would have been a better connection against these Marines, and it looks like these Ultras will have to go back to the drawing board. They need to wait for the 52 freaking Zerglings that are underway. If we take a look at it, these Ultras now hammering down the rest of these Marines. The Zerglings now coming in. We are 25 in-games minutes into this, man, as we do see these Ultras hammering down the tanks. The Thor has been picked up and moved out of there, and more Ultras, more Zerglings are on the way. Good God, Ryze, you are loving this play as we see Marines now stemmed up and moving behind the mineral line. Oh God, not the best place for those Ultras to be, as one was stuck and one was causing a lot of damage to be taken on it. Another dropship pattern loaded up. Every time TriMaster loses a push, he goes in with another one. He's been able to pump out 8 Marines and 1 Marauder at a time, and even up to 11 Marines at once, man. This guy
What's
is...
this?
Oh my God.
What's this, Duffs? Look at the map. He
see.
doesn't have anything ready this time. He's got 1 Thor at his force, and I don't see anything else really. There must be some huge force of dropships. There is. But if somehow he could catch him out of position with those Zerglings, I'd like to see him run around and attack that 4th or do something. He really needs to get in there. But at the same time, it looks like TriMaster's starting to get low on his minerals. He's already mined out that gold. He's got a ton of gas in the bank. He does have that 1/4 up and running way in the top left corner. And meanwhile, Ryze is doing a good job of putting together his expansions. Moving forward, I like to see him take that gold. Here comes the drop incoming. I'm not missing it. He's going to drop down, but a ton of Ultras are there and ready. They're going to go and start slicing and dicing, and it looks like that drop is a failure. Here comes more Zerglings up the left side. Finally, he's going to do what I wish to see, but it looks like he's going to be blocked off with tanks and thwarted. Once again, the story of Ryze, 20 seconds too late, but that's all right because he is far from out of this. He's going to be catching all those Marines and tanks out of position, finding a useful thing to do. I'd say that was a decent trade-off, Duffs.
I absolutely would as well, man, as we do see these Zerglings now running into that mineral line. 3 of them do survive. An expansion is going down from TriMaster, but look at this, dude. Ryze has stolen an Expando, as we do see Vikings now on Overlord hunting duty. They will be taking down more of these Overlords. These Overlords do have the increased speed. They will be moving out of there. Look at this, Ryze with all these Ultralists, all these Zerglings, and everything here, rocking and rolling, trying to take that high-yield expansion area. He sees all these Marines and Marauders. He's going to be trying to move up. He should use some transfuse from his queens to be able to heal up these Ultras before he engages, because man, oh man, you can be really beat up if you've got some beat down Ultras. And we do see these forces now moving forward, and it looks like the Infestors are out on the field. Oh my God, nukes are on their way. Yes, Bazooka Benji, another game with nukes. We are casting the best set of games we have ever seen in the North American Craft Cup.
And I'll tell you what, guys, all the people out there watching, if you want to continue to see more North American Craft Cup, go on Team Liquid and support us. Let us know. Feel free, if you got some time, go to our website. We got a forum there. Let us know that you like this stuff and enjoy it, because right now we're getting a lot more support from the European people, and we'd like to see more support from North America. Me and Duffs being 2 people from North America, so we're not bagging on you. We're trying to get you to just rise up and make this happen. We know right now we're competing with North American Star League, but that doesn't matter. We're going to find a slot, and we're going to make this happen. Just like Ryze is going to make this happen.
God,
He's
yes.
moving in with a ton of Ultralists. He wants to challenge. He wants to attack. He doesn't want to just sit back. He's going to take down that planetary fortress with no problem. The Marines and Ghosts are coming in. Ghosts sending their EMPs, trying to snipe down, but getting surrounded by Zerglings. Ultra's going to swarm in. How many Ultras is that? I can't even count. The Marines trying to kite back and forth. It's kind of a standoff. Both of these players want to be smart. They know if they just let it go. But if you look at Ryze, he's just about maxed out. He's got a ton of money in the bank, and he's just going to keep pushing forward. This is an amazing game. I hope everyone out there is loving this.
Me too, man, as we see those tanks just getting melted, and it looks like these Ultras will continue to hammer down more and more of the forces as my phone starts to ring, and I'm not going to answer it. This is just too insane. We've got Ryze now trying to fight on the high ground here against these Marines Marauders. Oh my God, fungal growth hitting the field, and all those families coming in, taking down a lot of those Marines, a lot of those Marauders, and now they're on the run here. They are tuck and tail trying to get the hell out of Dodge. They will take down that Ultra. They will be the Zerg commander here, as we do see these forces now coming back in from Ryze. He is pumping out 7 more Ultras, 68 more Zerglings. He is going to be breaking down this force. Oh my God, could it be another upset here today?
Yes, also I think it could be. Maybe we will not see two Terrans in the finals today. We might see a Zerg moving forward. He is doing everything he can. He is fighting. That doesn't mean that TriMaster is out of this. He's going to keep pushing, but he's having a hard time finding a new source of income right now. He does have 3 Ghost Academies up. He will be trying his best there. Ryze has a ton